barely.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's ready.
Yeah, give us an introduction, Schnuartz. Come on.
Yeah, hello everybody. Today is the seventh Specter Shield Builder Call, and we have Oren here, and he's probably showing us his new PR today. So not, I think we already had a look at it, but like the updates he did, and yeah, that's I think the one thing we are doing. Do you have any other topics today, Karl Neunert?
Yeah, well, we can test a little bit about how to mess with the board and potentially, but I'm not sure this is worth doing it, and you don't want to cut the recording. So I was busy. Yeah, we can later look whether we do it or not. Probably rather not. Yeah. Anyway, so let's focus on Oren's PR first, and then let's go over the others. So I share my screen. Just share screen. One here. So these are the PRs, and we are talking about this one here. Yeah, so I think code-wise, I'm happy. We don't need to look at the code. I think what we should look at is, so you, in your last comment, um, ah, no, where's the last comment?
Oh.
Here's the last comment.
Why is it red? I see that it didn't compile something.
Sorry, can you repeat? I don't get the question.
I saw, if you scroll up, I saw that the last commit is marked with a red X. You see, down?
Show input sequence. That's a good point. Yeah, some tests fail. To be honest, I haven't looked into that yet. Oh, interesting.
Oh, because
Yeah,
you suggested I will move the function that depends on U time to helpers, and I did. But now I don't know why doesn't the native test can import U time?
yeah. Let me whether the other. I don't think the test ran anywhere else in the commits. So maybe I'll have a look at that test later, but we definitely need to fix that before we can merge. But before that, you had these kind of tests, and what I did is that unfortunately didn't work, but this one here, so it was fine from my point of view. The first was fine, so this is
nice.
how it currently looks like, right? And that is
Right.
from my point of view correct, right? So we have here the this log time, and we see that here, correct, right?
Yeah, and this means that the timestamp calculation is correct both in the simulator and on a real device.
Yes. The last one, though, I was a little bit confused first, but I think so. You have here relative log time. So this is the sequence. So this transforms into 2 days, 4 minutes, 16 seconds. This is how it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have that here, right? And you have the log time here. I'm confused about the log time. I'm not sure
When you, because I created it on Electrum, when you create PSBTs, if it's an Electrum that is connected to the Electrum servers, then it automatically adds the current or one of the last block heights to the transaction. This is actually recommended because it disincentivizes reorgs. So if somebody sees this a miner sees this Locktime, he won't want to reorg the chain because he won't be able to add this transaction in the previous block.
Understood.
That's Electrum. I don't know regarding if that feature is regarding privacy. Somebody can see that you created this transaction probably at a certain time, but whatever.
Yeah.
The more important thing is that the end sequence below, and which is translated to relative log time in hours, minutes, days. And this is important for our use case where we create two transactions through pre-signed transactions. One which sends the Bitcoin to your own wallet, just a consolidation transaction, and the second transaction moves it to a secondary wallet. And the second transaction has this 2 days time block. So you can keep those signed transactions, give it to your family members, keep it on your Google Drive, whatever, keep it online, many copies of it. And if it is leaked and the first transaction is broadcast, you can get a notification and you have 2 days to say, okay, I don't want the second transaction to be valid. I will just move the Bitcoin elsewhere. And this is similar to how Lightning channels work. You have this certain amount of time to say, I'm regretting this operation. I want to do something else.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Well, then, from a functional point of view, fine. From there was one more comment I had about this one here, because you said that you had a function which is called relative log time to text, which was more or less that stuff here. And I thought it might be a good idea to put it in the function. And he said he did it, but I couldn't see that. So maybe there's a push missing, because otherwise.
Let me check on my computer. Yeah, it's in the transaction screen. In the transaction screen class below. So
yeah, because it's at least I can't see it here, right? So it's not.
Maybe because I amended to a current to an existing commit. So let me check if I see it.
In the meantime, I'll have a look. Check.
File changes. This is strange. Oh, I think I didn't push it. Oh, I think I forgot to push it. So now I have pushed it. Let's see if it appears here. Yeah, now you can see it if you go to the sorry, I forgot to push it something. So now you can see it in the if you go to the changes tab.
Yes, yes, I see it here. Great. Yes. Okay. So yeah, then I probably will do a round of tests and also fix the the test error. I have basically no idea why that is coming up with
Yeah.
native text.
Maybe it's MicroPython versus Python. Maybe because UTime doesn't exist on standard Python. It exists only on
Yeah.
MicroPython, I think.
Yes, probably that might. But the funny thing is that there are no tests. Are there? Are there any tests somewhere? I don't think you
No,
added.
no, I didn't add any test. I am first. I don't know what are we testing the UI. No,
Yeah.
it's just mostly just UI change. I want to have tests for the conv time function, and then it's important to see close to day saving times changes and depends on your time zone that you get the results in UTC because those things really break when you move time zones and you change something. In which folders?
No.
Ta-da! So yeah.
Now the other test is not running yet. I'm
The
not sure why that is.
Okay, we will have to check it offline. But I do want to write tests for the conv time function. And where do you think I should put it? Because I saw integration tests and
I don't think it should be an integration test, even though I never wrote a test for it, so I'm not that familiar with the test frameworks here. But I think they are very relevant anyway, right? So we have the integration here.
You have the tests and you have test native.
Yeah, reg test mode. So that's the integration test. If it's running against reg test, and then we have tests. Okay, and then we have.
So I think it could be nice in under tests to have test helpers to test the helper functions.
Yeah. Yes, I would say that's a good idea. Yeah, put it here.
Okay.
Test helpers, and then test a little bit, and yeah. Now the issue disappeared, and because of the fourth push, I think we can't see the results from the old run, unfortunately. Yeah, but not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I would say I would do another test here, write another commit for the test, and then we can merge it.
Sure.
Make sense?
Sure.
Good.
And it's good to see you test. It's good to see that you tested it on a real device because that's that's a real test to see that it's working. It's better than all the unit tests and integration tests.
Yeah. So now I needed to improve the workflow because and I thought I only need to do that once, but it seems that I have to do that more than once. And yeah, let's hear from the helpers. And yeah, I have to check again about the U time. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me why something is defined the um, in the discovery board version or in MicroPython, and in the system MicroPython is not. So that I don't understand that. Yeah, but I'll figure out what we will do here, and so maybe the question is, but I have to clarify it whether maybe the difference is that native unit tests. Let's check, because I think there's a runner, native test runner.
Yeah. Well, I understand that on a real device you don't really have time zones or even a real clock that you know that is calibrated. And maybe in the simulator, somebody thought it would be smart to mix the functionality with the clock on the computer running the simulator. But I am not really familiar that much in MicroPython.
Yeah, but the interesting part is, let me go again to the helper. So how it's oh, sorry, wrong one. But you're importing it here, and before it has been imported in
Yeah.
the transaction or in the manager pie, and it didn't it didn't make any problem on the device, right? So it's not.
Maybe you did not run the last version, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure. Maybe because I forgot to do the push that I did just now, so you didn't run the last version. But I don't see, is there any reason well, if you put the import in one place or not another, it could affect the Python running on the device?
I can't imagine. I can't.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, we could test it now. Um, here it's not yet finished, but it's building the binary, and I can. Here we go. It's done. So here you can't see that right now. So maybe let me close this and close this. Close this and change the sharing because I'm not sure whether we have shown that at all at some point in time. Okay, so here we have um, a finder, and here is the the device, and um, let me just go to the to the downloads correctly. We just download, right? And so we have Specter binaries 2. Okay, so now we can I can maybe switch on the camera. I tested that before. So camera on and flashing it. Yeah, this takes about a minute or so.
Do you know about the UR format that you're using?
Great.
The sequence of QR codes?
Works. Sorry. I think QR codes. You asked that last time, and I didn't figure that out.
Yeah. I wanted to make our app be able to communicate, and I noticed there is an old format and a new format and a single QR code format. Everybody created their own standard instead of having. So I think I will get the UR2 is the latest one, which uses the word crypto inside the QR codes. I think I understand it's the latest one.
I can't tell. I don't know. So I think even Schnuartz is better informed than me. There are even 3 different QR codes. We are talking about we're talking about PSBTs, right?
Yes,
No.
QR codes to pass the PSBTs from your computer or your smartphone to the hardware device and vice versa.
Yeah, because that's from my point of view what I did. Let me share again my screen. Here, because I probably don't understand the problem, because for me it was so simple. For example, here's a QR code, and I created.
No, but this is a single QR, and sometimes you have large PSBTs, 100 inputs or something like that, and then it won't fit, and the camera won't be able to scan. It's more of a problem in hardware wallets like a seed signer that I used in the past, and you are like for 5 minutes like doing that like this, trying to focus the small camera on the sequence of QR codes.
Yeah. So the sequence of QR codes. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think there is any documentation about it. We probably have to look into the implementation and drag it from there. Yeah. I mean,
so as far as I know, there are like 3 different formats. I think one is from Coldcard, one is from Specter, and there's another one around as well. And I think we are using, because we were the first one who implemented the QR codes. So we made our, the first standard. And I think then 2 others are there as well. And I'm not sure which one. I think we support 2 of them, but I'm not completely sure, honestly. But there is the website, the bitcoinholes.com. And there you can, wait, I share my screen. There's I'm not sure how accurate this is, but as far as I know, you can have a look here at all the different hardware wallets, and then you can
see live stream.
We think
you see this?
The studio and live stream. I see.
Oops, wrong.
That's the wrong browser.
Okay. You can check at QR code.
The Bitcoin whole hardware wallets.
Yeah, and then we have here the different QR code formats for every different hardware wallet. And when we go to Specter, here we support this too, so the Specter format and the UR 2.0. So this is what the website here says. And BBQR, I think the standard from Coldcard.
But if you click on the animated QRs, it seems to be a link. Is there a specification of it available? If you
here's some.
Okay, that's BBQR.
There's nothing about Specter, but there's nothing about the URQR. So I don't know a lot. Maybe it's worth checking the Mbit library. Maybe there is some information about it.
Yeah, I opened an issue for Learn Me a Bitcoin. I love this website. It's so educational. Learn Me a Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really good. Yes.
So I opened an issue. Maybe have a page that helps converting PSBTs to old formats of QR codes that some wallets use.
Yeah. I think what also would be an option is to ask. I can do that maybe until next time. Ask AI to look into the code and write a specification from the implementation. We just have to find it. So it's probably
Yeah. Okay, so can we see the hardware device as it?
Yeah, well, I can't. Well, let me quickly scan. So because I mean we have seen it already, I guess, but I can do it again. Import recovery phrase, scan QR code. Okay, so let's do the last one. Or which one is the most exciting one? I think the last one is confirm, scan QR code.
So here's the link to the Mbit library. Maybe there is some information as well, but I'm not sure.
I'm afraid that didn't work out. For some reason, that is the old one, so the flashing doesn't seem to have worked. Or I flashed the wrong binary. I'm not sure. Sorry for that.
Okay, so we'll do it offline.
Yeah, let's do it offline. Okay, so then I guess we are done with that PR.
No, I just have like one thing. Wait a second for this. I need to go to the. You see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Crypto Advanced Specter DIY. Because what confuses me is when you go. I think it was. Here is when you have, because here when you changed it, you have the input here, and then you don't have any Bitcoin address here. Is this right? Is this normal? Or so did you change this, or was it always like this?
I didn't remove the Bitcoin address. I think it never appeared. The addresses that you are spending from.
But maybe it's not the detailed information. I mean, it might be reasonable to show the address where the funds are coming from. Maybe it's not the detailed information. I can.
But it's not like I removed the old text. I just added more text, the sequence number.
Yeah, okay, it's right. I just checked it at another screenshot from a normal firmware, and there it doesn't shows anything as well. But I think it's so maybe it would make sense to show it if it's there in the transaction. I don't know if it's.
Yeah, but let's put that to another PR.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted, because it confused me. And the other thing was, I think I would like put the thing you made like not on the very top, but on the very bottom, because I think the input and output and the fee is, I think, more important than the feature you made, because not everyone is using the app or the like this what do you call it?
Sure.
Yeah, so I would put it here on the very bottom, because most people aren't using it. So this is like what I think.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, this my feedback. This was it.
Good. I'm just checking it myself as well.
If you want to show that for the other PR, if you want to show the address you are spending from, maybe show the derivation path that you are spending from. That's yeah.
So currently it simply shows the wallet, which is which wallet that is coming from, because you could have more than one wallet, right? So
yeah,
I'm not sure.
yeah,
But we can discuss it what we are. So
yeah, I think so as well.
Showing derivation paths can be complicated if it's multi-sig or stuff like that. Yeah. Maybe you want to show the entire UTXO, the TXID and the VOUTs, but that's maybe an overkill here.
Yeah, Schnuartz can think about it. Okay, then thank you, Oren. So I would suggest we look at the other PRs as well, because there are some stuff we can at least merge, I think so. So yeah, and maybe we just a status here.
Yeah, and I will add the tests and move the header text to the bottom and have some tests for the helpers.
And so one thing, I will share my screen again.
No, I'm sharing them right now. I mean, maybe we can also move the stuff to. I mean, that's not really the time, Schnuartz, to have functional questions or change requests, right? So because it's always a huge effort to make a PR ready, and when you have changes at the last moment, then it's not so cool. Maybe I don't know how important it is to you. Maybe go on, and maybe
wait, I can. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. My question is so what exact sequence here? I didn't like. I honestly I don't completely get it yet.
So in modern every transaction input has an end sequence field from the beginning of Bitcoin. Originally, it was just a way to have some index that you can increase, and if the if the old transaction didn't enter the blockchain yet, then the mempool should have replaced the transaction with the lower sequence with the transaction with the higher sequence. It was like a naive approach from the beginning of Bitcoin that you can have replace transactions as long as they didn't enter the blockchain. Miners only care today about the transactions that pay them the higher fee. So they don't care about whether you wrote a low sequence or a high sequence. So today the sequence number has a different meaning. It is usually this value in modern wallets. The values ends with FD, and this means that it's replaced by fee enabled, even though in the last versions of Bitcoin Core, even if you say increases to FE and you say I want the replaced by fee to be disabled, a transaction with a higher fee will still propagate through the network. So you can't disable the RBF. There is still one special meaning to the value of FFFFFFF, which means if you think about it, it means this is the highest value, so I will never replace this transaction with any newer transaction. And there is a special use case that if all the end sequence fields are all FFFFFF, the highest value, then there is no meaning to the end lock time. And this is a special use case. I don't think any wallet today uses it. And obviously, there's the new purpose in transaction version 2 of the relative time locks, whether it's in a relative the timestamp on the block, or whether it's just measured by a difference of blocks. So this transaction can enter the blockchain after a certain amount of time or blocks have passed from this UTXO. That's it. You can learn me a Bitcoin, have a beautiful documentation about it. Just go to the website, search for N sequence, and you see all the special cases.
Okay, I think I got it. But I think this RBF would be better because, so I don't get it, and I think most people won't get it as well, when this would be called replaced by fee. Or would this make sense?
So what do you want?
What makes sense?
RBF.
RBF enabled. So everyone who is using Specter DIY should know what RBF is. And if not,
that's the issue. I think it's quite. You think I should write the whole replace by fee enabled?
So so maybe I'm like a noob. I don't know, but I would. So I would think that replaced by fee would be more information.
No,
but maybe
no. I don't think
okay.
so. Yeah. So on the one hand side, this is detailed information. We already switched on detailed information, right? So and RBF is something which is well known, and you should know that as a kind of someone who is able to use UTXO management, RBF, and decide about your fees yourself. Replace by fee and child pays for parents are the three kind of things which everyone should know, right? So maybe we could argue about that kind of lock time and all that other stuff, but I think this is
okay, got it. Yeah.
Because RBF is also something like if your transaction is stuck because you haven't put enough fee on it.
I got the point. I know what RBF like replaced by fee is. I just didn't know the RBF. Like I just know replaced by fee. That was my point. And what I think would make sense is if we, because now it's getting a little bit overwhelming, I think, when we add so much more information. Maybe this we can like the RBF is, I think, more important than sequence UX FFFFF. Maybe we can like make it a little bit darker so that we have some like something in gray and the rest in white. That we have more that's not that many text in the same color, but the important the more important stuff is in white, and then the secondary important stuff is in gray. Would this make sense, or is this easy to implement?
I don't know. You tell me if it is to implement font change, because right now it's a single text box, but maybe just make a smaller font.
Yes, would be also
of this entire line.
Yeah. So there's also, so when I like use my Specter, there's also like two different fonts. So there's on the one hand this grayer, smaller version, and then there is the white version. So yeah, maybe we can like make the
maybe have it all over the entire sequence line can be a little bit in a gray, I think, including the sequence number and the RBF enabled text. Everything will be in gray because it's important to see, the exact amounts of the inputs rather than all this detailed stuff.
Yeah, that was my point. So then you don't get too overwhelmed when you just click this button and see the important things like in white and big, and the less important things in some like bit smaller font and maybe gray, that you can like easily, without a lot of like searching in the text, and know what are like important things. So this was my
okay.
feedback.
Okay. Okay, I see that the destination address here of the output, I see that it's in a different font. It's in a bold text, and it's a fixed width for each letter in the output.
Yeah, this, for example, is because it's more important than like RBF enabled, for example, I think, because that is what you check when you sign the transaction. I think, this are some. Maybe I would keep it like this, or I think you got the point.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. And any other subjects for today?
I think. Kim?
I want to have a look into some of the PRs, because I think we can merge one or two and just get an overview about what we have there. Give me a second. It flashed again. Here we go. Okay, I just have it. Sharing my screen again, because this is the latest version. So you can see my screen. Yeah. So this is how it looks like with the new commit. So it seems to work. Great. No idea why the native test is failing though. So, but I'll figure that out, and that part is for me, and the other part is for you. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Great. So then please unshare Schnuartz, and I'll.
Am I still sharing? I don't think so.
That was my screen. Okay. Share. Okay, great. Then let's look what we have so far. Yeah, so we have this one here. So from my point of view, I'm not sure what the opinion was last time. From my side, it's fine. Oren, what do you think? you know that's in the UI you can see pip 39 password, right? Do I still share my screen? Here, you see, yeah, pip 39 password, and we want to change that by enter passphrase. So I think that's a good idea. Last week we already talked about it, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like a mistake from Stepan.
Okay.
And I think like I spoke with a lot of customers, and I think enter passphrase is more common.
Okay, great. Then yeah, I tested it by the way, and it works. So this is one is merged. Yeah, then this one I would like to talk with Mike about it and with Stepan because what we will need for the release is that the upgrade binary needs the bootloader as well. And for that, because it needs the new keys, the key changes need to be in there in the upgrade binary, and that's why we need to add this short snippet here. Yeah. So I already had a short talk with Mike about it, and yeah, for the release we need that. And by the way, talking about the release, I also created an issue for planning and executing the new release. And yeah, hopefully we will make progress with this as well. So that is 330 if someone wants to track it. Okay, so what else do we have? So we keep that. I want to discuss it with or merge it as part of the release, but not yet. Then we have this one about it time. Then we have the improved documentation. Yeah, and I think this is for you, Schnuartz, to test. Can you test that? I should have said it last week already, because you might have a couple of bad cards, and that's I think an important UI UX perspective as well. So maybe you can test that.
So this is about how to wipe so if a smart card gets
Yeah.
locked or if a smart card is like because you entered that PIN code 10 times wrong, then the smart card is like broke, and then
Yeah.
you can reset it with this.
No, you can't reset. That's not the point. But the point here is to what the application is telling you. Yeah. So, but you read through.
Yeah, I didn't have, but I will check this, and this is okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Last time we had a discussion here that there's a button to reset the device. For example, in the old case, there was a button to reset the device, which doesn't make any sense from my point of view because if the card is broken, there's no resetting the device. I mean, maybe it makes sense because, but the card is a card so that you can have more than one card, right? So if this is the only thing you're using with the device, maybe then it makes sense to reset the device. But even non, then I would say it doesn't make sense because then you would grab a new card and then you grab your backup and you make a new card and then yeah, well, you cannot use it with that device then. That's true. Yeah, but it still doesn't make sense to reset the device from my point of view. So uh, please check, please check it. Someone needs to test it and whether it makes sense, and then approve it or not. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
Good. Then what else do we have? We have the build firmware. I'm not sure whether Crypto Guide would merge that himself or whether he's expecting me to merge it. I have to ask him at some point in time, but yeah, I approved it and I thought he will merge it, but he hasn't so far. So yeah, but I do it now because I think it's complete. It makes sense. The point here is to if you run the reproducible build firmware shell script, that you also get those hex and bin binaries which you can flash on the device, and yeah, that makes sense. And it's other than that, it's only documentation. So I'm merging that as well. Good. Then we have yeah, this is merged. Update roadmap. Well, I gave you some feedback, but no reply from you yet, Schnuartz. So if you want that, please have a look at what I made as a comment here. Yeah, this is also part of the release, and we will merge it as part of the release. I recently in the bootloader repository created a script in order to investigate the binaries, and this is also now merged. Bootloader PRs are merged, so we are released, which is good. Yeah, and that's it. I think so. Oh yeah, this one here mentioned from Crypto Guard, the automatic initialization of the GM65 scanner.
So I tested it. Maybe he did another release on, or like another. Just cool down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now
So I didn't had a look at the code, but I tested it and it worked fine. So there were no bugs or anything.
yeah. Okay. Well then, I think I had a look already, and it's not a big change anyway. Well, sort of. Yeah. I think I can remember. Yeah. I can remember that is for showing the commit, which is also awesome change. Yeah. That's great. That's great. Yeah. I can. So I'll merge this here as well. And we are at 7 PRs. Great. Yeah, that's all from my side. I wanted to show something about how to develop on the device directly, but I was not able to finish the preparation of that, and something didn't work, which I don't understand yet. But yeah, maybe we'll do that then next week. Good. Anything else? Oh, then thank you very much. Oren, we see asynchronously, and yeah, let's meet again maybe next week
Good.
if you have time.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
See
you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.